Hey everyone. So I know it's been a while since I posted on YouTube, but there's really no excuse because the stuff that I have been experiencing, I could have always been posting about it and just having you guys follow me on my journey. But sometimes I really just don't feel like doing anything. And it's hard for me to even say this because I'm one of those people that just always seems to find the silver lining in situations and keep pushing. But lately, that hasn't been me. And I haven't really been liking that part of myself. But I also feel like it's allowed given the many situations that I just been going through, that I've been through. And I just feel like, excuse me, I'm going to be painting my nails while I do this video, because I always seem to do one coat on one hand and then not on the other. But yeah, I've been going through some things. And mentally, oh, get a therapist. Not for me. I don't have the time. It's mainly what it is with me right now. Like, feeling like, and knowing that I just don't have the time. Feeling really overstimulated, and I have reason to, and there's so many things that I want to do and that I know that I'm going to do, but I have to focus on the main thing. And the main thing is just me getting up every day and doing the same routine. And I know that I'm an able-bodied person and I'm tearing up because it's like, I've done this for so long. I really don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. And a few months ago I said to myself, and shortly after I said to a friend, like, I'm getting tired of myself. It's like knowing your capabilities, your gifts, your talents, whatever you're calling it, and then like not feeling the desire, the need, the want to push them through. Is like really the definition of I don't care. Like, yeah, I've been keeping up with like doing my hair. I don't know why this eye is watering. I'm not trying to like cry or anything. It's just this eye just getting watery out of nowhere. Maybe because I'm speaking the truth. But I'm ready for things to change. And I feel like I'm overwhelmed about everything because I know what it's gonna take to push me. The life you wish to have is worth grinding for. I'm just Just 5 years after the passing of my mom in a couple months. 5 years and some change. And I'm ready to go after the things that I want to do. Oh, I don't know why this eye is leaking. And I know a part of it is me posting. Is me showing you guys me. There used to be a point where I recorded and I went live and I showed so much of my life before this was an actual thing. And now just to see that it's a way of life for so many people and it's lucrative for them, I don't feel like I missed out, but I feel like I rode the wave too soon, like I created the wave. When people was laughing at, you know, people being vulnerable and stuff on social media, such as myself, and just going through what I was going through, I always knew that you could be your own person, your own boss, your own money, whatever you want to call it. And just to see it playing out right in front of me after I, you know, put so much of myself out there before it became, you know, lucrative, monetizing, whatever we're called nowadays. I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed because I know that I can do it. But now it's like, what's going to be my new motivation? Like, before it was, you know, my elders that I love, you know, but now it's like, I got to find a new purpose. And I'm going back home soon, and I know I'm going to go through stuff. But I'm prepared for it because I've been through so much already. But I'm tired. And I feel like if I go back home, maybe I'll be able to find my purpose, my air, my breath, my happiness. Like, moving from your hometown is fun and everything, where you from, but when you're doing it, when you're running away from something, you're not facing it, you don't really get to really grow and prosper when you're still in that mode. And I had some good days, I had some good times, but I just went through a whole bunch of unnecessary things. I'm not gonna say that was not meant for me, because obviously it was if I went through it, but it's like when you constantly fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, that's all you know. It's depleting. And I'm at a point where I'm just willing and ready to accept everything. Like, not just certain things, just everything. Just let everything fall, so I could pick up the pieces and get back on the track that I need to be on. And I don't know if I was ever there. I always felt like I was. I always felt like I had to give myself a purpose or a reason to be doing certain things, but now I feel like I have a clean slate, and God is really testing me to see how much forgiveness I have for myself and others. And I know it. I can see it. Sometimes we see things in the past tense, but I can see it in the pre. And it's just like, I really have to buckle down on myself and face the noise. It's like so much. Now these are tears. It's like so much. When you're a good person and you have a good heart towards everybody, and you want everybody to, you know, make it in their own way or whatever way they need, but it's time for me to start thinking about me and what I need. and push myself. I'm at a place right now where I really don't care, like, and I'm taking up space, but not in the way that I do and what I'm known for. And it's hard to explain to certain people, you know, so it's like I either talk to God about it or I don't talk at all. But then I've been hearing this little nudge in the back of my mind saying you need to do your content, you need to post your content, you need to let people see you go through it. And I promised God that I would do this when the time came, when he got me through whatever I needed to get through. And it's not in the sense of to get me out of a situation so I could solely talk about that situation, but it's in the sense of me surviving, in a sense, to know that I can make it through anything. And speak on about that aspect. It's not to like really shun myself or nobody. It's just no matter how many times I go through things, I keep getting up. And I keep getting up. So that's no longer the worry. That's no longer the fear. I don't even think about that. It's just which direction I want to go, how much effort I want to put into it. I've never had a mindset to where I could think like this because I was always so busy wanting to experience and know and learn and grow and please, and you know, in that aspect. But now that I know that I am who I am that I am, and that anything that I apply myself to, I'm passionate about it. I know myself enough to know what I bring to the table with just bringing myself to the point. Like now it's like it's time to get real, it's time to be intentional, and it's time to be honest and purposeful about the things that I do. And not that I haven't been, but the reasons that I have been doing these things, it wasn't solely about my purpose. It was about study focusing about other people. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm moving. I'm going to be moving or packing up my stuff really soon. And I don't want to take all my stuff with me. It's not that I can't. I just know that where I'm going, like the way I used to worry about letting go and leaving so much stuff behind and feeling like I needed to bring everything with me. And I don't even got that stuff today. It's like, it lets me see how much I have grown, but also like how minuscule things can hold me back. And I'm over that. Like the ways that I'm growing, it's interpersonal, it's in the inside. And we don't know. I never knew how important that was until now that I'm able to see certain things for what they are, and that I would survive without certain things and certain people. It's like, you know, speaking figuratively, you always know certain things, but to actually be living in that moment, those experiences, is another thing. So I'm just in this car. Today is 12:39 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm about to get on the road, you know, and have a full day. My cycle came on. I've been taking my vitamins, drinking water. Yes, I've still been having juice, so you can see a little bit of my breakouts a little bit. But for the most part, I've been healthy. I've been adding more fruits and vegetables into my diet. And I've been eating out 3 times a day, or eating three full meals 3 times a day, which to me is good. I've been fasting. Been doing a lot of things, and I want to get more organized and have a routine and schedule. That's really where my strong suit will come out, I believe, when I get those things in order. And the first thing I got to do is just drive. So and it's been so hard because, excuse me, I've been going through so much stuff with my cars and missing out on so many days, on the days that I was motivated and feeling like, okay, this is the start, I'm gonna do it this time, this is it. And then something comes up, and then something else comes up, and then it's like, damn, I want to be on this path, but why does stuff keep happening to me? Like, really gets me down when I want to have this energy to do what I want to do and what I know I can't do, and then things just keep happening that I have no control over, and I gotta sit and wait for this to go through so I can do this, and then I gotta do this, and then I gotta do this. Like, I don't have kids, and I don't have anybody around me, for real. And it's just like so much. Like, I've been doing so much from such a young age that I'm in a place right now where I just feel like I need somebody to have me. And I feel so bad for saying that, but that's really what I feel. I feel like I am owed that. I feel like I deserve to have that. I feel like I deserve it. Since 9 years old, since I've been born, I've been looking after myself. And I'm 30, and it's like, people still say you're so young. Yeah, but I'm really not. I'm overstimulated, I'm overwhelmed, and I need to find my happiness again. And this is like the hardest phase, because how do you live life after losing so many loved ones, so many core loved ones at the same time? Like, if they were alive, I probably wouldn't even be doing this video. I probably wouldn't even be, expressing myself the way that I am. But I feel like this is one of my purposes. I have to speak and I have to say how I feel and continually do it. And I'm being raw with y'all because I don't want people to see me like this that know me, but I'm human. And I have the right. I have the experience. I went through the grime and grit. I've been the underdog for so long. It's like I'm really unscathed by a lot of things that make other people fearful, like what other people are going to think and do. That's not the reason why I don't post. It's just, you never get a chance to stop going in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go and go and go. And I need a break. I've been going. Given the circumstances that I was given, I was going before I knew I was going. And then when I realized I was going, it was like all I knew. So when I actually dealt with my feelings that I had, I don't even know if y'all can understand me. When I actually dealt with things that did not pertain to like money and success, and I actually sat back and I dealt with myself, my interpersonal feelings, I really just let go on a hold of everything that I had a grasp of in life. I just let it, I released it, and it wasn't important to me anymore because I had to deal with my feelings. And like, it's so hard. It's been 5 years, and I'm just now being able to really talk about it on camera. I don't know where I am at in my life. I know when I look back, I say I came a far way. I came so far, and I feel like I'm about to go further because I'm going back to face everything. I don't know. I saw The Lion King as an adult in my life. I never watched it as a child, and I'm so kind of happy that I didn't, because it was right after I lost my mom, and like, the movie made me cry as an adult. And I'm like, I should have watched these type of things when I was a kid, but I just simply didn't have time. So I'm always like, I love to watch like Pixar films, Disney films, stuff that I really didn't watch as a kid, because I was watching older things, like other things as a kid. Like, I don't know, everything just to come out of it. But I came on this camera and I spoke, and I was just inclined to do that rather than sitting in this car by myself and just being blank and not opening up my mouth and speaking what I feel like I usually do. I just keep it all in my head, and I feel like there's so much stuff in here that I need to get it out. I need to write it down. I need to get it out. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I just don't want to do it. I don't know if that's me being stubborn, but I really, truly, truly, truly believe that I'm not in a space for me to produce this stuff. Like, it wouldn't make sense for me to do what I'm meant to do here. And I don't mean just physically, but I mean physically and mentally. And I feel like I'm saying those two things because I've been here long enough to get something shaken, and I actually was on the verge of doing some things in my life that for some reason it didn't work out. God didn't want that for me, and I had to realize and I had to accept that, because my integrity and my morale and what's the other word? My moral, my integrity was being questioned, and I was being made to feel like I had to sacrifice that to be in a space of belonging with a certain group of people. And that just wasn't for me. I don't do well with people telling me what to do that's outside of what I know, what I stand for. So I just, I had to go through so much stuff. And didn't really want to start nothing because I knew, like, it wasn't going to go for it, because I know me. I know when I get into my mood, I know what I do, the types of things that I do when I feel the certain ways that I've been feeling. And I just didn't want to play myself yet once again, already knowing, like, I'm past that. I don't have, any reason to prove this or to prove that. But then I'm looking at other people and they're doing things in their life, and it's not like I can't do these things that they're doing. And I'm happy that they're in a space that they're in, but I'm like, what happened to me? Like, when am I gonna come out of this funk? Like, what's it gonna take? Like, I don't even have the feeling of jealousy. When people have things, and let's say, for instance, you're used to having things, or you've had these things before, but it was in your earlier life, and now that you're in the space that you're in, you're seeing this person, like the roles have reversed. Like, now they have something and you don't. It don't matter what it is. I don't even, and most people, when the roles reverse, you get jealous, or you start comparing. But I don't do that. I don't even look at it as being desirable or worth it, and I want to have those feelings. I want to have that type of, but I've never had it. That's the thing. But I feel like I need to have those things now to, like, push me and encourage me, to make me want to do something. But I know that that's not it for me. So I'm wondering. And now I'm knowing that it's something that I have to go back and do. Because I can't sit here and be stagnated and stuck. Like, yes, I can provide for myself. I can take care of myself. I had an apartment. And then I just let that shit go to shit. It's just so many things. It's time for me to go and step into a place that I've never been before. It's time for me to do something that I've never done before. It's time for me to do something outside of myself. It's time for me to trust something other than myself, and I know it. And I don't know what's gonna happen with this next move I'm about to make, but I have very positive feelings about it. But I know I'm going to have to work like I never worked before. But I know once I get gifted back another piece of myself again, it's not going to feel like work. And I'm not going to try to proceed with it until that has happened. And I've seen it. I got to make the moves to get there. And that's why I just wanted to make this video. If you're watching this and you don't understand what I'm talking about, this is just like a diary vlog of myself on this day at this time, because I want to keep track of my life instead of, living it off of the camera. I want to use these devices, these apps, I want to be intentional with everything that I do and hold myself accountable, and use these things to track my progress and also push me to do what I already know that I can do, because I literally have no desire. And I'm telling you, this is not really a part of me that I'm used to, because it's a new part of me that I'm learning. I've never been this way, and I'm not trying to say that this is not me, because this is something that could be deemed to be, looked down upon or undesirable. But I feel like, given the situations that I have recently gone through, it's normal for me to feel this way. If I didn't feel this way, that would be abnormal. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. And I feel like a little bit better from just speaking about whatever, all of this stuff that I spoke about that probably makes no sense to you guys that are watching me. But I'm getting on myself for not posting on YouTube. I love to YouTube. I used to always want to do YouTube. It's from high school, maybe even before high school. But I had this undying love and passion for being a YouTuber. And now it's like, all the access codes have been broken, and it's like a free-for-all. It's like all the codes, the cheat codes. This is a time when you can elevate, and I don't feel that for me to just get to it. If you've been wanting something for so long, by the time you get it, you don't even want it. That's how long I've been wanting to just be the CEO of my own life and do all of these things, books, poetry, music, fashion, my scrub line in honor of my mom and everybody in my family who's in the medical field. Just so many things that I want to do, and I'm looking at these people, because they say you got to be inspired, or you got to be a part of groups of people who are doing or moving in the direction that you want to go. And I have done that, and I'm going to continue to do that. But at the same time, it's like, when I start to feel like this, I think about Tyler Perry. I think about people who are big successes and they got it later on in life. And I'm like, yo, they really had it out. They really duked it out with God. You know what I'm saying? They're in a position to create other opportunities for other people. And I'm just like, yo, I'm only 30, but I feel like I've lived so many lives, y'all. So many. And I'm not even being dramatic with the way that my brain had to think me out of certain situations to save myself and other people. Like, I've literally been through it. And something has to change. I'm not going back to doing things the way that I used to do it and leaving everything on myself. I've done that all my life. I've been responsible for myself and other people all my life. It's time to let somebody be responsible for me. It's time for me to sit back and allow it. I think I deserve that. But it's just so scary. After going through what I've gone through, and now this is the next phase. And I'm putting my trust in God, and I'm trying not to be judgmental of myself, previous versions of myself, and just situations, and just have a clean slate. And yes, my cycle is on, but I don't think that's why I'm so emotional, even though a lot of y'all probably gonna think that it's not. It's just like when you finally think that you're at an age and you've grown and you know enough that there is to know to maneuver, there's always a learning lesson. Like, when you're truly an intelligent person, you know that you never stop learning for real. And it's just like, I'm emotional because I know that I can't die with all of this information that's inside of me. I know that I didn't have access to all of the information that I have had access to just for myself to make it in life. But at the same time, while going through these things and surviving and having the comprehension to understand, you know, how to utilize the information and apply it to your life and to make yourself grow and to be able to give back to other people in the many ways that you made it out that could have affected you in a negative way, it is overwhelming. Never having, you know, that person that knows you to talk to, that just could give you game on things that they've experienced, you know, physically here, is a lot. And to know that I had so many of them for such a short time, and at a time where I didn't really need them, and a time where I was just eating up the information that they were giving me to apply to my life now. I think that's what makes me so emotional, that, like, God forbid if I didn't pay attention to all of the stuff they ever said or did to me, I would be lost right now. And I feel so bad because I feel like I'm taking advantage of what was given to me. Because it was truly gems and it was truly love, and I'm truly honored. But I feel like I didn't take off. I'm not taking off. And I don't want to say I feel like I'm being selfish with myself or for myself. But I just feel like I'm the only one in my family that got that knowledge at that time. Those memories, those lessons, everything. Watching everything happening in real time. And it's like everybody, some of the people with me in this generation and the ones behind me, they're never going to have that the way I had it. And the only way that they can is if I do what it is that I need to do. So I can't even say F it and feel sorry for myself, because even with me feeling the way I feel about myself, I still care about them. It's so crazy because I know they're a part of my purpose, and I got to get back to my purpose. So I got to go. It's time for me to go home. Crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And I've been wearing it before I even knew I had it on. So I did not mean to even cry like that in front of you guys, but this is a real moment that I needed to have with myself, and I'm going to track them. I'm not going to keep them to myself anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to be a woman of my word. I got hired as a bartender. The grand opening was on my mom's birthday. That messed me up really, really bad because I forgot about my mom's birthday, trying to be so ready. They kept calling us in for training and this, and that. And we showing up and we not getting paid. And I have an electric car. And I got to charge my car before I get there. And after I leave there to go get on the road, I got to charge it before I get on the road. And, you know, we showing up there for an hour and nothing's happening. And, you know, I got to go to this class and this, and that. All of this before I make the money. And I'm about to go home. Like, you know, it was just so much stuff that I was doing and wanted to do, but it wasn't making sense because of my location where I was. It wasn't making sense for me. Like, it was a shock. It made me feel good to know that people could, you know, recognize my energy for what it was. I got the job without even applying. That has happened to me a lot down here in the South. But it's the location. It's the atmosphere. It's the people. It's the money. It's the everything that's not for me. So it's time for me to go, and it's time for me to challenge myself. It's time for me to, you know, eat the right things, take my vitamins, go to bed, get up, get back to my old ways. I got to relearn this shit. And some days, y'all, I really don't be wanting to do it. Some days I be like, oh, fuck it. I could just die, or just not like physically, but let everything that's attached to my family's legacy, my family's legacy and my dreams die, and just become a regular smuggler person, and just be, you know, whatever. Like, this is, you know, I give up. It's too much. Some days I feel like that lately, and I know that's my mind, and a lot of people will say that's the devil. Look at me, I'm laying back like I'm talking to a therapist. I know I could be saying that. I say that to myself often, but these are authentic, real feelings that I feel, and I have to get them out no matter how nasty and ugly and gruesome they sound. I gotta release this stuff out of my body, out of my mind, so I could allow new things to come in. I need to be around an energy that's more masculine and stronger than mine. I need to be around people who actually have been through things. I need to put myself back out there. I need to stop hiding from the world, hiding myself, hiding my gifts, hiding me. And I feel like the first way of me doing that is changing the things that I eat. Because the food affects your body and your mind and your spirit and your soul. I've been working on that. I gotta stay out of atmospheres. Can't indulge too much in, you know, negative atmospheres and with people. So it's time for me to go back to the drawing board. It's time for me to get even more alone than I have been. And I'm really feeling like that's why I'm so emotional, in a sense. I want to have friends and stuff so bad. I want to have a lot of things, and I know God wants me to have these things because I want to be thinking about them, but this is just not the time. Like, I've made friends along the way that I'm going to keep holding near and dear, but now it's time to go on to the next phase, and I have to go. And I really don't want to go. Not because I like the space that I'm in, but because I know the next space is going to require me to hold myself even more accountable. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't really been doing that lately the way I know I could be, or the way I have been at one point in time, because of, you know, me, the atmosphere, everything that I just described. It's a part of it. So I know what my issues are. I know that's the problem. People go to a psychiatrist or a therapist to, you know, get them to understand themselves better. I understand myself so much to the point where I'm stubborn. Like, and I'm praying that the only person who can help me with that is God. It's not another person on this planet that could speak something to me that I haven't heard before in a different tone or a different light or a setting. No, it's all repetitive. I've heard this information. I've had it before. I need to talk to God, and I feel like I'll get closer to God in my relationship that I have with Him by doing the things that I promised Him that I would do, and continue to do it, and I'll hear Him more because I'm doing what I promised, what I said. I'm holding up my end of the bargain, and I'm not sitting here saying things and not doing them. And not because I want to be defiant, but because I'm letting my emotions consume me so much to the point where I just I shut down. He wants me to keep going. He wants me to still post. He wants me to still speak. He wants me to still trust and have faith. He wants me to do it. Even when it don't make sense to me. Even when I don't like it. And in the midst of me saying all of these things, I think about previous versions of myself that I have been in certain situations where I didn't do that before. And I'm aware of it now as I'm saying it, and it's like, I can't do that no more. Because I am knowing, you know, it's like my conscience. I'm having a conversation with myself, with the previous versions of myself in this moment. And I don't know if other people feel like that when they speak, I hope there's somebody who's watching me who can relate to what I feel and understand why I'm so emotional and stuff like that. And if you don't, you soon will, because I'm going to start speaking more, because I promised God that I would do that. You know, I have nothing but time, and I'm in control of my time now. I work for myself. There's no reason why I shouldn't be doing this, and that. There's times and certain days where I would get so much stuff done. And I think about that, and I'm like, damn, I need to do that. I need to get back to that, but better. I don't want to be back to that, but I need that energy and applying it to myself now. And it's coming, because I'm seeing it. And the tears, I know my tears are not for no reason. Beautiful things are coming because of my tears, because of my confessing my truths. And it's been so hard to cry. It's been so hard to feel. I've been really, really numb. Just trying to not feel things. But it's 1 o'clock. I feel like my face looks so puffy now. This therapy session is over. I'm going to start posting. I'm back selling Mary Kay. I rejoined Mary Kay. I'm going to be joining another company soon when I'm situated in my new place that I'm moving to. And settled in. I'm packing my stuff, y'all, within the next 2 weeks. I'm getting rid of a lot of my stuff. It's not coming with me. It can't come with me. I'm only going to take the things I really, really, really want. One of the things that I'm unlearning is to stop being a hoarder of things that I don't even use within. Well, I don't even think about if I don't see it. And that's just that. That was a good cry, really earthy feeling and everything. I feel like my face look ashy now. Like my little sunscreen has come off. That's why I keep tapping my face, because my Olay sunscreen has lasted me a long time. I know I'm supposed to be painting my nails. I'm about to finish my other side, but yeah. That's it, y'all. I didn't even mean to do all of that, but I really needed to do that. I don't know. Just watch me. It's my first day back. And I feel like I'm going to continue to do so. I'll see y'all later.